Hey folks, well here we are, potentially part one. He's a big lad, isn't he, eh? Yeah. Yeah. Shame about the timing on that one. Wow, look at all the exterior lighting, engine illuminations, basically. Leading edge wings, leading edge of the wings, I'm guessing as well. This is the General Lee, innit? Wow. Look at that, man. Really? Really? See how the entire rudder is locked. Unlike when they're arriving, the lower segment works in conjunction with the controls. Now the nose wheel, obviously after 60 knots, is disconnected. And she's going to rise into some serious low misty cloud now. Go on, boys. Go get that fire. We are phone on. Aaron Thomas, A380, San Francisco bound. Thank you. Shannon, big lad indeed. Nick Gray, 09 Eastern. No, this is the Western location, Nick. Ollie the Oxpecker, good afternoon to you. Gary Langley, Clive Clark, Peter Witter. Very funny, Peter. Ian R. Shannon L. Only 5 degrees outside. Yeah, a little bit warmer than what it is here. I think we're at 4 at the moment. Good afternoon, Chris Clark. D. Knight, Cape Town. Can I have some of your weather? It's 35 degrees here. Wow. Yeah, I'd sooner have that. By the way, folks, I do have again 2 mics in operation. We've got the one on the one on the stick, but we've also got one right down there. There it is. Is that it? No, it's a lamp. It's a traffic light. Anyway, there he is. Is that him there? On the. We should be picking up a little bit more engine noise from mic number 2. Karina, he's lit. Graham, Randy Bushbaum, tuning in from Palm Springs. It's California, isn't it? Palm Springs. J Mank. Philip Lowry. People need to mind their own business. Oh, yes, I do. We do. BCal Pound, Thomas Moss. Thomas Moss's partner is on the BA380. Sorry, I missed that, Thomas. Raja Das. Yes, the big forehead, General Lee. This is the 777-200. Interesting doing my research on the 777 because we are going to do a show on the 777 at some point, folks. But this Friday, it's looking very much like we're going to be out, even potentially tomorrow as well. We are expecting some serious winds here in London, so get yourself ready for that. Glynis Forrester. Sierra Folk. I was reading -6 degrees, blimey. Adele Hardy. Karina. George Smith, good afternoon. Edward Thompson, 2 hands on the camera, Jerry. Yes. KW Green tuning in from Orkney. That's 2 American jets, look. Howdy, howdy. Rolls-Royce. Of course, the original 777-200 fitted out with the Pratt & Whitney PW2000 engine, but then very quickly Cathay Pacific were the first to operate the 200, and she was switched out. They switched the engines out to the Rolls-Royce engines. I guess they had problems with the early Pratt & Whitneys. Feel that rumble, man. Robin Rambalo. Now this is quite interesting because this 200 that's coming out now is actually no, that is rollers as well, but she's got shiny nacelles. No, I don't think they are rollers, are they? Are they Rolls-Royce? I think they're no, they are. Yes, they are. Yes, they are. I know there are a couple of them that are using the Nick Gray, good choice of location, especially with a lower visibility. Nice turn on shots, thank you, mate. Look at these beautiful engines on these Pratt & Whitneys. On this Swiss 320neo. Yeah, if you're having audio problems, folks, reboot is all I can say. Reboot. Watcher of Trials, tonight on CBS. Craig Garcia, good day to you. Just reading about Austrian Airlines yesterday, they are fitting all of their 777s with the shark skin technology. Now it's quite an interesting, the whole process of how it works is very sort of like understandable, not self-explanatory, but understandable. In terms of shark skin, the ripples in the shark skin gives it much more ability to go through the water very, very quickly and efficiently. Basically BASF. Now, I remember when I were a young lad, and we used to have cassettes back in the day. BASF were always the best, weren't they? And they have, it's old technology. They have teamed up with, Lufthansa Technik to produce the shark skin application. Not just for the 777s, but so far I believe it's only been applied to maybe at one point one of the Lufthansa 777s, but certainly Austrian. They reckon about a 1% saving in fuel. Whether that's over its lifetime or whether that's per flight, we don't know. Highly unlikely per flight, I would have thought, but more like over a lifetime, which still is thousands and thousands of tons of fuel saving. Chris Clark, thank you. He's gifted a channel membership. Very kind of you. Ellis Chernoff, BASF was outstanding audio magnetic tape indeed. Obviously, BASF have taken their ability to apply these riblets to the vinyl. It's literally a vinyl. Oh, look at this big old boy coming out here. Look, it is literally a vinyl application, which is, you know, you have to get that absolutely dead right in terms of alignment, number one, and also, you know, where it joins, because it comes in panels. It's not like a wrap, you know, like you see on some vehicles. It's I think it comes in sort of like oblong segments or something like that. Mank Red, good morning, afternoon and evening indeed. We are broadcasting around the world, folks. Paul Brown, good afternoon. We got that Chris Clark, Randy Bushbaum gifting a channel membership, thank you. Nick Gray, Austrian, has 6 777s in its fleet, all powered by GE 9090Bs, yes. Seen, every time I think of one of those, I really do think of seeing them in Chicago with the egg blue engine cowls. Delta A330. Oh, there's another one coming down. Yeah, I see it. Leonard Chalice. What has Leonard said? Reminds me of the Go Faster stripes in the figure skating a while back. Okay. Well, it kind of makes sense, you know, if you're able to apply something to the skin of the aircraft to mimic shark skin. Lovely to see these things up close. Look right through those engines, folks. Aren't they beautiful? A thing of beauty. Now you see the green strip inside there. That's basically the lining of the fan casing. And that is how you can identify the LEAP engine from the Pratt & Whitney engine. That is the Pratt & Whitney engine. If you look at the fan case lining of all Pratt & Whitney engines, more or less all of them, I think, have that green, very familiar green lining, which is both acoustic, but also. It's like a Kevlar material. Almost turns into fabric if it's disturbed. You know, so it literally captures anything that gets spat out of the engine, potentially anyway. Hodgie saying, nice Egypt Air 787-9 due out at 14:25 normally there, Boeing 777. Oh, interesting. Yes, very true. Oh, you can hear the 76 rolling up. Just going to run to this. Just as he turns, I'm going to run to this one. Because look at this big old lad. Oh yeah! Ain't no messing. Rear gear steer on this 777, folks. All 777s fitted with a rear gear steer. When I say rear gear, the last two elements of the back of the axle, the tri-axle. So as it turns on, we may just, you have to look very closely and very carefully, but I'm going to listen out for these beautiful Pratt & Whitney engines. All right, mate? Yes, mate. Yes, I do.
We're not allowed to come down.
Okay. That's all right, mate. Yeah, no worries. Oh, okay. Yeah, you just pulled up the traffic test. They know about me. Yeah. Thanks, fellas. Cheers, mate. Is there anything else that wants to jump out at me this morning by any chance? So we missed the rear gear steer on the triple. He's rolling. See the rudder input. Oh, listen to those Pratt & Whitneys. All good, GP? Oh yeah. Now you really get to see how tall these winglets are, folks. Look at that. 11 feet, ladies and gentlemen. Another Pratt & Whitney shod jet. Look, see the green sleeve? Anything else? Yeah, I just want to, you know. Got to switch the headset out as well, mate. Should have gone and parked at my house, man. Can you hear me? Yes. Wow. Wow. Look at that, how we see generators parked up underneath aircraft sometimes, if they're maybe using the ground power unit to power the aircraft or light it, well, not light it up, but keep it alive during when it's parked on the ground. You can see there's a ground power unit has been left running underneath that jet, and you can see quite clearly from the smudging on the underside below the door there. Graham Laidlaw, exactly. Stephen Stobart. Just planning a night away at Manchester at the Premier Inn with kids, hoping to get an airport view like last time. At Manchester Premier, I'm not aware of that. Chris Clark, Graham Laidlaw, Suho. Good evening from Sydney. Suho, and of course this time next week, ladies and gentlemen, we will be in Japan. We'll be live in Japan. Well, we won't actually. We'll be sleep in Japan. See how big that fence winglet is. Look. Lowry, you can hear the 7. Is that other microphone picking up all right, folks? I don't know if it is. It should be, because it's about 150 yards further up the walk from me. Little Joey being pushed back for Sydney departure. We'll see that. In fact, okay, she's not coming out from this side then, is she? Well, John, you say lucky gits, yeah. Bear in mind that there's a lot of work involved, man. Yeah, look at that. Tony McCall, how far away will those wireless mics go? Within view of the sender, within view of the receiver, 200 yards, up to 200 or 200 meters. But I can't go any further than beyond where I've gone. You should be hearing it. Oh yeah, Perth, not Sydney, of course. Indeed. None of these international trips that we do, folks, are a jolly or a a holiday or anything like that. Don't take holidays, because our time is dedicated to you. Basically, you basically invest in the channel, and in order to pay that back, we will obviously always do our best to bring you as much entertainment from overseas as possible. We need to do a February trip to the USA, but we are definitely going to be, we've got one set up for June. We've just had some more interesting feedback from the guys at the Sim Expo in Rhode Island. So we're going to be doing that, folks. Slade Perrins, we can't hear engines. Oh, okay. There you go. Oh yeah, let me turn off my mic. Let me turn off my mic, GP. Unbelievable, unbelievable. Spooky Cindy has gifted a channel membership. Thank you, Spooky. Yes. I wanted to know whether they could. So that sound is it popping in and out, or is it just constantly nothing? Oh, okay. Oh, well, that's good then. Let me turn it off again. I want to see if you can hear this 767. Got a bloke just there, Jilly. Did you see that? Marky, incognito Marky. Hi from north of Australia. Joseph Bonaparte Golf on a oil rig using Starlink technology. Wow. He's on an oil rig. Fantastic. Okay, ENR, very low sound. Okay, so it doesn't really work then. It's kind of pointless having it up there, isn't it? Nick Gray, remote mic picking up some 767 whistle. Well, there we go. Yeah, Brian, I know what you mean. Probably not as quite as loud as you want it to be. Yeah, as I want it to be, yes. It's there, you can hear it, but it's not massively loud. Anne Freeman. Well, you'll just have to wait, Anne, before we will be headed to Alaska. At least, well, is it going to be twice this year, Gilly, or are we going to go? I'd imagine twice, isn't it? Liam G, yeah, that's because the other mic was 4 feet in front of me. And I've got a shotgun mic here. I wonder if I switch them out, Gilly. I wonder if I switch if I put this Rode mic over there. Ed Fernandez. Working so good I can smell the jet fuel. This guy going all the way across the Atlantic, folks. See what we talk about, a blended wing tip there, folks. See how it curves at the base? So it's a continuous, even though it is a bolt-on component, it is attached to the wing and assembled and manufactured separately. I'm not sure exactly where the wing tips are, the sharklets are manufactured, whether they are. So I know that Broughton has assembly. They assemble wings, but I think they also have some kind of workings with wingtip devices. I think they got involved in some stuff in the past. Don't know how up to date that is. Oh, Nanato. Can't wait to see the Lufty 747 at Haneda, Gilly. Yeah, you're right, Kelvin. Always a difficult one at this position to pick up the engine noise, but it's more a case of the beauty of being able to get a ground view of the jets as they come and line up. Negative, Daniel. Can't do that, my friend. Hodgie, 737 MAX headed for departure to Halifax. Interesting. Haven't seen the Air Canada MAX for a little while, have we? So there's a little turning point there in that. Kelvin Grant can get approach sounds and thrust on the bigger jets. Okay. So literally that jet is aiming itself straight towards the mic. So, you know, it's only going to pick up the likes of, because they purr, these big engines, man. Oh, this guy's going and he's turning and burning, man. Here we go. Watch the rear gear steer. Difficult to see unless you know exactly what you're looking for, but it'll be a slightly different angle than the front two sets. Turns. It only turns when the front gear steers beyond a certain angle. So they've straightened up a long time ago, but he's going straight out, I think. Bit of line up. Generally merchandising in this style of jet A1 air freshener. Hey? A great companion for these streams. Ambient sound. I kind of know what you're talking about, Rajidas, but I can't think of people sort of like. For not only that, but that's it's just not going to happen, my friend. But thanks anyway. Lovely idea, but yeah, we've obviously been asked millions of times before about. Candles and Jet A1 candles and things like that. Reza. Sophie Ellie. What does? All the way to Perth, ladies and gentlemen, believe it or not. Lucy Gardner. Welcome, Lucy. She's a new channel member. Wow, look at that auto. That must be... The elevators must be automatically pushed down. Now the ever so slightly, right, look at that. guess that's the onboard computers kind of setting the jet up, pushing the nose down initially at the spool up point. Going to get this Air Canada Max, folks. Going to get this Air Canada Max. Haven't seen this for quite some time, got to say. Seeing off this blue, I've got a smells like steam spirit candle. Smelling of steam engines from the North Yorkshire Moors Railway. Really? Well, even if they did do one, it's not something that we can't add things to our merchandising. So now there you go. There's the split scimitar winglet, folks, that we've talked about many times. It's got the back end of a Dreamliner as well, the 737 MAX. No more vortex generators below the vertical stabilizer. Obviously got Dreamliner look about it in terms of the back end, and of course those split scimitar winglets. Wow, BA jet hit 814, did you say, Gilly? 814 miles per hour. That's over 1,000 knots, isn't it? What's at 814 miles per hour in knots? Oh, sorry, so it's the other way round, isn't it? Sorry, yeah, it's the other way round. Yeah, my apologies. Kelvin Grant, no, it's direct. Full capability. Ollie the Oxpeck has just seen the Qantas 380 go past his office. Oh my goodness me, Gilly. Are they switching ops? Are they switching ops? Oh. Have a look and see. Have a look and see. Okay. Aidan Campbell, thank you. 707 knots. Because there's nothing else lining up. Ellis Chernoff, I've done 700 knots ground speed over Japan. Wow. Okay. Scotsman tuning in. Alexander Jones, 1987 Qantas 380 is currently in the stands right now on Flight Radar 24. Yeah, she will probably still be on radar, I'd imagine, but she's obviously came in early this morning and is now is now probably still on radar because she's been towed to a remote stand where she'll stay for the rest of the day, literally. Peter Witter, Eva Nirvana. Been watching Amazing Firefighting. Okay. Aidan Campbell, Virgin 350-1000 V-dot this is, bound for JFK. Georgie Smith's just received a t-shirt, waiting for his hat. Or George Smith, sorry George. Sophie Ellie saying it's Ruby Slipper. Give him a shout. Simon V, he's a sim pilot. He said thanks for showing the BE A319. It's a jet I fly regularly in the sim. Sophie Ellie. No, she keeps saying Ruby Slipper. Why does she keep saying Ruby Slipper? Okay. Oh, Dot, as in Dorothy. Yes, sorry, my apologies. Sorry. Karina's still working on my shirts from spring. Now giving me 50% off. Okay, so we're on to another level now, are we, with Karina? Blimey O'Reilly. Hodgie saying Boeing 777-300 celebrating India livery due out at 13:30. Yeah, I think this is not the oldest 350 in the fleet. Yes, they did. Yeah, this may be because it's one of the demonstrator jets from Airbus. Yeah, Karina, probably get them at Christmas. It's insane, man. So, they're saying 50% off, but how does that work? She's already paid. Oh, a 50% refund. I thought she said 50% off. Okay, right. Rab tuning in from the Chile Rosyth. HGC, 8 years old. Yeah, originally, I believe, one of the demonstrator jets, one of the family flight jets. Aaron Thomas, VA's 91 to Orlando has been cancelled due to the weather, I would imagine. Split Scimitar was on Ruby Slipper last week. Well, Kathy, good question. If it's been cancelled altogether, that's a full refund, and they will be, well, I'm guessing it will be a full refund, won't it, for passengers. However, it is a weather-related cancellation, isn't it? So I don't know how that works. How wide the gate is on the A350 undercarriage. Bug-eye. See that aerodynamic segment on the well, the upper and lower segment on the fairing there. It's almost like another surface altogether, isn't it? It's like almost like a cover over the fairing for just more aerodynamic effect and a reduction in drag, I'm guessing. Hodgie saying that Virgin Jet was the first A350-1000 in Airbus 1000 livery and delivered to Virgin in September 2020. JS626. Yeah. Wonder how that works. Well, Florida, mate. It's like coated in snow. They've got a right old that's what's coming our way, basically. Oh, Mike Donaldson. On this date in 1970, the 747 entered service for Pan Am with its maiden commercial flight from New York to London, which they had to change the aircraft, didn't they? How embarrassing was that for Pan Am? Because the initial aircraft that was scheduled to be used was went tech. Engine issues, I believe. Victoria Whitlam, Delta that just took off going over her house in Leicester. Awesome, man. So be prepared for a show on Friday, folks. It's going to be early morning. The BBC are coming out to film me, but trust me, they won't be interfering with proceedings. They're doing another show on weather, something or other. See the ice pack in the inlet for the ice packs there makes a hell of a noise when you're standing down at the near the aircraft when she's live. Oh, okay. Watch the flapper on raise after it. Yeah, look at that. That's. And now it'll slowly raise up to the neutral, run through the neutral and up ever so slightly above the neutral, and then back down into neutral. It's just the way that I'm guessing it's a stabilization thing. Kind of the same thing happens on the 777, but in a different sequence. If you watch that, that's the flapper on. That's the high-speed aileron. Of course, the aileron is at the end of the wing there. That every aircraft has the aileron, but Boeing have a high-speed and, well, this is an all-speed aileron actually, I believe. But it's the one that's mainly used during flight. See, this one raises and then lowers. I guess that's just an aerodynamic thing to improve the somebody did say once that it is because of the thrust from the engine, that the hydraulics are they're not those flaperons are not charged per se, and that they're allowed to move freely in order to reduce any stress on the componentry, on the flap componentry. Beverly George, thank you, gifting a channel membership. Tim Rayner's got my year 11 design class watching you on projector. Wow, how's that? Hello to everybody watching. Get designing, yeah, let's get some new wings and winglets and new aerodynamic devices. You should learn how the wing itself works. Quite interesting to see how simplistic, obviously, the fuselage is, because the fuselage is literally all down to the nose design, because it is a tube, let's face it. The fuselage design, where it meets the wing, is what's quite critical as well. That bulge that you see there. So obviously you need to the undercarriage obviously needs to fit under there as well. You need to take into consideration you don't want to interfere with the floor of the aircraft in terms of being able to have a constant floor for the belly freight, because obviously there's belly freight in there as well. And so those valances, there are certain ancillaries that are fitted underneath that fairing. And talking of fairings, you wait till you see the size of this one. RG-RIS 79, when is the next European or American show? It's going to be an American show next month, RG-RIS. Of course, we're going to Japan next week, leaving on Sunday. Zach Joseph Travel. Now you look at the fairing on this thing, man. Obviously, it needs to. I believe that the air conditioning systems, which are located in different areas on different aircraft, because of the size of the undercarriage, they've had to locate the air conditioning systems inside the that wing fairing that you can see there. It's just enormous. Brian Stewart, there we go. Originally delayed, the Pan Am jet, due to engine overheating. Embarrassing for Pan Am, but there we go. Soon forgotten when that 747 was in service. So happy birthday to the 747 in terms of its first passenger service. What did I say earlier about the Pratt & Whitney engines, folks? There you go. Inner sleeve, the green inner sleeve. This is the 777-200. She's got no wingtip devices. This one of the very early models. Of course, you can see ETOPS written on there. Extended twin engine operations, meaning, in fact, the A350, and it's all down to the engines. The A350 has the longest twin engine operation, single engine operation of 180 minutes, I believe. Wow, look at that. That is insane, man. Wow. Karina, 27 years old. So she's one of the early jets as well. It's crazy. Ross Watts. So they do that quite a lot with the BA380. Sit there and hold for a while. I wonder if it's worth me. Smoke machine. The flight dock. Steam loco, Aaron Thomas. Oh, it's a 370 rating dub jet, sorry. 370 rating. Ooh, it sounds like a 350 engine start. What's that? Something's starting. Jamie Lee Wiley, good afternoon. Is it 370? It doesn't work. It doesn't work because it should be in increments of 6 per hour, isn't it? You get ETOPS ratings of like 180, 240, 300, then it would be 360, and then 420. Really? It is 370, my apologies, wow. 777 is 330. Okay. And that's 370 minutes, by the way, folks. I think that was maybe that 787 there that fired up, I don't know. Wow, thank you for that. So in other words, what we're saying there is the ETOPS rating on the A350 means that it can fly for 380 minutes on a single engine. So you're in good hands, basically, with those big old Rolls-Royce Trent XWBs. Oh, nice big old triple, man. Okay, 777X is going to be 370, is it? Aviation Retail Direct, thank you. Yeah. Yes. Well, it basically means, Tony, it means that if you lose an engine, they'll normally turn back, to be perfectly honest with you. But you know, it means that if you're mid-Atlantic, and that's the whole reason. Look at the state of these things, man. It's interesting. Look around the. This aircraft has obviously been through some kind of inspection, because you can see patches on her where they've. Nice. There you go. Wind up those big GE90s, man. Yeah, Kelvin, come on, man. No, you've answered your own question there, really, mate. Yeah. Thank you, Raptrex. Kelvin Grant, power up thrust onto the runway. Love it. Did that second mic pick that one up? I'm sure it picked that one up, didn't it? Viz is picking up a little bit, gotta be said. Not in a million years, unless, yeah. Yeah, Stephen Billings, it's, at this stage, it's, I can't think that it's going to happen. Look at the 777-9 engine and the GENX engine. Sorry, this is the GENX. The GE9X is basically, in terms of its technology, a lot of it has been borrowed from the GENX engine. Sorry, this is the Rolls-Royce Trent 1000 engine, but the GENX engine is the equivalent. Very similar in terms of its cowl design, and you've only got to look at the GE9X engine and see how ginormous it is. But in terms of its cowl design, very similar to those Trent 1000s and GENX engines. LFC Ian, I definitely heard the 777 powering up. Awesome. Mark Corcoran. Mark Corcoran looking forward to his first flight on a 380 tomorrow evening. There we go. Rajades. Gen X engines look great on the 747. They do indeed, man. Literally make the... look at this for a winter. Karina, 8 years old, this Dreamliner, off to Mexico. Mustang Dad, do you know what the vertical line on the front gear door is for? I think it's an alignment thing, isn't it? It's not on all jets, is it? I don't know if it's specific to a manufacturer or... George Smith, brown and white fencing. George, I think maybe he's thinking of the orange, and that is, of course, the instrument landing system, the ILS. It's basically what guides the jets. This one off to Dubai. Thank you, Raptor X. This is the highest ETOPS rating, this XWB engine. 777 not that far behind it. It's quite surprising, really, the GE90. I'm guessing I guess you mean the 777-300 GE90 powered, because obviously there's different variations of the GE90 and of the 777, and also different engine types as well. So what is I'm guessing it's based on the GE90 engine shod 777. Look at the elevators, look at that, the elevators. Now that's not manual input, I don't know, is it? Wow, she's a smoky jet. Off to Delhi. Tony McCall, wonder if there are specific maintenance procedures for the full ETOPS, or can you operate your planes at a lower rate with less maintenance? Oh, I don't know. To be honest with you, I mean, that's all down to the engine itself, isn't it? In terms of you know, servicing schedules, maintenance schedules. All engines have to go through servicing cycles. I don't think the ETOPS has really got that much bearing on it. Glynis Foster has gifted 5 channel memberships. Thank you, Glynis. Oh, sorry, Glynis Forrester. What did I say? Oh, sorry. Afterburner. Working a hybrid Pratt & Whitney 1100G today, like a stopgap to advanced neo. Hybrid, as in hybrid power. Okay, hybrid power. Is that? Announcement yesterday with Eurowings placing a massive order with Boeing to replace their A319 fleet. They obviously are currently operating the A320neo, as well as a whole bunch of older model Airbus single aisle jets. But putting a massive order in for Maxes with Boeing, should start seeing those filtering in around about 2027. See the cheekbone, you can see the cheekbone, look at it, on the A320. All of those models have that aerodynamic sort of cheekbone. It is quite an interesting aerodynamic feature on the front of the on the front end of the Airbus you know, the nose, the front end of a jet is obviously the most, and also of course the back end of it is the most important in terms of aerodynamic capabilities, and they've obviously incorporated that very sort of like sleek cheekbone on the A350, on the A320 and 19 and 18s. Ethan Dawson, my old man, the dustman, he wears a dustman's cap, is the flight service manager on the Virgin Delhi run today. He's going to try and give you away from R1, L1 door. Isn't that the one that just went out though, that Delhi jet? Ethan, flight service manager, cool. I bet you I've met him before. Yeah, she just went out. Just went out, mate, I'm afraid. Minimum equipment on ETOPS planes are very tight. Interesting. Scott Hetherington, just had my £9.79 bill for the next 12 months. Flight Radar 24 Silver membership, best value purchase of the year. There we go. Nice one, Scott. You got it, Nick. He's had a little dip in the milk bar before going out. Spa day. God, look at the engine cowls on that. Looking a bit tatty, aren't they? Yes, yes, yes. Here's the A330-9 coming out, folks. Big toweling robe and what about me? Flipping heck. Aaron Thomas, Air India is celebrating India livery. Don't think we've seen it before. I think we have, Aaron. The big Trent 7000s. Very clever what Airbus did in terms of re-engineering their A330 model in terms of a bigger engine, newer wing. I think more or less it is a newer wing, because no longer is the wing made to carry the pod. Although actually it may do, because didn't we speak a while back about one of the operators trying the A330 either 8 or 9 neo for air-to-air refueling, in which case that extra pod would be needed for the here comes that Air India celebration jet. Lowlander, 40 Boeing 737 MAX-8 planes. There we go. Yeah, let's grab this one, shall we? Because that's we've seen this before. Looks like a load of postcards splattered all over the side of her. See if we can pick any of them out. Nice. Taj Mahal. That's about it. Brilliant. Oh, look at him, lad. Look at that. How small the engine core is, folks. David Niche is a new member, returning member, sorry. David, welcome back. It's crazy how small the core of the engine is, isn't it? It's literally a whole load of photographs just been slapped on there, isn't it? It's beautiful, don't it? We've definitely seen that before, once or twice in at London Heathrow. Gary Ackroyd loving the close-ups. Thanks, Gary. Looks like a load of postcards. Clean gear, isn't she? I know. Gina Graham, yeah, window detail on Air India's whole. You're not going to see that anymore on the new ones, are you? Taparay, thank you. See the fairing, the back fairing on the 777 doesn't have that addition that you see on the 350. Clear takeoff. Here we go. Aileron Al. 787 flaperons. Here we go. When takeoff power is applied, hydraulic power is removed from the flaperons. So yeah, that's. I don't know if it was you, Aileron Al, who told us that quite a long time ago. But yeah, I was basically repeating what somebody had said, as not to stress the actuators for an extended duration, which causes them to droop due to gravity. There we go, or drop, should I say. So that's what he's talking about. Of course, on the Airbus jet, we don't have any flaperons. It's all controlled by that humongous aileron, outboard aileron there on the wing. That beautiful wingtip, isn't it beautiful? Isn't it crazy how one side it looks very heavily curved and the other side, not at all. Sort of like a much shallower curve. But that's just an optical illusion. Thank you, Al. So that's good feedback from you, sir. Yes, Richard, we are aware of BA jet reaching 814 mile an hour. Insane, man. Big set of smoky XWBs. Shannon L. Flight in general is a marvel. Goes to show how heavy the component is, doesn't it? And then at some point, the hydraulic system is charged. When you see them drop to the neutral position, look at that wing flexing, man. Yeah. Dash NBG tuning in from Germany. Good to see you, Dash. Feather Duster. Richard the roadie. The 46 on the van is related to the GOAT, Valentino Rossi. Captain Wacky, he's returning to first class. Welcome back, Captain Wacky. Good to see you back. Captain Manny is back, I believe. Oh, okay, 3 to 6 months before he can get back flying. Yeah. I for one, am a bit of an, well, Julie will tell you this, I'm a bit impatient when it comes to sitting around and recovering and stuff like that. I generally shoulder, obviously do what the doctors say in terms of don't maximise, don't go over the maximum amount of exercise. However, there's nothing to stop you continually manipulating the part that's been worked on, just in order to, keep those muscles lively. That's what you really need to do, don't you? So, slowly but surely. I don't know if is he going to be in a sling? Are you in a sling, Manny? Well, that looks like he's going in pretty quick, isn't he? No! Yeah, but anyway, wishing you a speedy recovery, mate. Aviation State 75's gifted a channel membership. Captain Wacky's never left, cancelled it by accident. No! There we go. Baz, yes, indeed. Sling for 46, wow. Kevin Beasley, would the BA jet have produced a sonic boom? I think a sonic boom is usually produced at about 750 miles per hour. Is it now? Oh, okay. Well, Capitan, I would, yeah. That's a difficult one, isn't it? When you got when you're limited to movement, when you've got your arm in a sling. Doesn't mean you can't take it out. I mean, it's obviously your shoulders, the bit that it doesn't stop you. Does it stop you from taking the sling off and moving your lower arm up and down, in terms of just some small movements, and maybe just circular very slight circular movements for the shoulder muscles? I don't know. Feather duster. My flight on Monday had to return to Stanford for brake problems. They ended up swapping aircraft, only delayed 4 hours. Oh my God. Still bad though, isn't it? Only delayed. Is that tongue-in-cheek? Only delayed. Chrissy, 8 weeks, no longer on crutches. Good for you, mate. Okay, Captain Manny. Physical therapy starts Friday. There we go. There we go. This is a LEAP-powered 320neo. Of course, none of the Airbus jets, apart from one, had flapper-ons. Anybody care to know which? Tell me which of the Airbus jets had flapper-ons? Well, I'm going to answer that. He's a subby, Shim Kramer official. Wondered, Jerry, why the Dreamliner doesn't have winglets? Well, it's a different wingtip device, Shim Kramer official. It does have a wingtip device, but it's what's known as a raked wingtip, much the same as you see on the 777-300s and the 200 freighters. And is it the LR 777 or the extended range, one of the two? Carl Roller. A300, Steve Batty, absolutely, there we go. Yes, indeed, it was the A300, and it wasn't, you know, they only designed the A300 with the flapper on, and subsequently later aircraft they just extended the length of the aileron. I think early aircraft design, you know, the schedule that you had to keep to, so to speak, the you know, design regulations were that you had to have two forms of aileron on each wing, a high speed and a low speed, or whatever it might be, or an all speed and a low speed, or whatever. But Airbus very quickly came away from that. Ethan Dawson got it right. Avro Arrow got it right. Richard Aston saying no sonic boom. Airspeed would have to be 750, but you're talking about the ground speed. There we go. So two totally different things there. White lines. Flew from Chicago to Heathrow in the cockpit of a British Airways 777 that my dad was flying years ago. Wow. Kevin Beasley, looks like there might be a dive with one of the belugas, supposed to be going to Hamburg, from Chester, now turning towards Birmingham, 750 feet. Blimey, that's low. Adam Ross. This jet headed to Charlotte. Yeah, we had an American, was it United or American jet pilot, Gilly? Remember that? It was United. He was on the 7-6, wasn't he? Yeah, yeah. Yeah, his suit was massive. He went to ARD, didn't he? Yeah. Hodgie Beluga has landed in Birmingham. There we go. Okay, from Chester. That'll have wings on it, won't it? That's... Unless, of course, it's one of that. No, it won't be, will it? Yeah, we're keeping an eye on the weather, folks. Rest assured, we kind of know what we're doing, and we're always keeping an eye on it. What'd you say? Due to fog in Chester. Okay. Yeah, Rich Taub was on the 330 with American. Now he is on the A321. The Flying Baguette, as he calls it. Matthias Manson. Is it possible today for an A330 to get a leak in the fuel system like what happened to Air Transat Flight 236? Well, they would have made some modifications, having sort of like looked at that. Wasn't that the one? Wasn't the Air Transat one the one that landed in on an airstrip, like an old airstrip? Yeah. Yeah. And they would have obviously, you know, every aviation incident, you know, they learn from it. So modifications would have been made, but it may not have needed modifications. Maybe it was just a misaligned seal or something like that that, you know, is down to maintenance and not down to the design of the aircraft. Lucy Bundy Rowe, good afternoon. 17th Mustang. Oh, Steve Batty, no, Jerry, that was an Air Canada 767, okay. Thank Bob Mean Street. Yeah. Yeah. When they either doing... They were having like a boot fair or something on the runway or something, or they were doing car drag racing or something like that. JJ Shock, welcome to first class membership. Welcome, JJ. I don't know, I think, what do you think? I think Rich Taub was certainly one of our very early pilots. Yeah. Oh yeah, Lou. Yeah, the geezer from. Yeah. Oh, and the fella, the snake guy, the snake guy. Yeah, Lou's the snake guy. Yeah. I think he liked his snakes more than flying, to be honest with you. Casey Rallying Planes. Main Street. Yes, part of it was a drag strip. Aircraft was recovered and had a long service history afterwards. Lowlander, thank you, he's gifted a channel membership. And happy Raging Matt is the giftee. Welcome. Mateus Gun Papati, good day to you, Mateus. Lou Boyer, that was it, yeah. Oh, bloody hell, these blokes are back again, aren't they? Hold on a minute, stand by. Easy there, son. Don't want you going off in there, mate.
That's it. We'll be coming back for about an hour. And that's
Yeah, no worries, man. No worries. Thanks, mate. Sorry about that. Hodgie. Air Transat 330 was the one that had the leaking fuel and had to glide to the airfield, yeah. Oh, yeah, wait, it actually made it, didn't it actually make it to its tray? That was it, yeah, tray combust, yeah. Didn't that jet actually make it to its destination point, I seem to recall? Oh, okay. Oh, yes, yeah, no, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, Ram air turbine was deployed, wasn't it? The rat was let out. Anthony Hockaday. Lunch break's not long enough to watch Big J TV. Unlucky, mate. Military base in the Azores, thank you, yes. It was an incorrect part that led to a fuel pipe vibrating and creating a break. Wow. Morgan loving the Air India livery. This geezer's in a hurry, isn't he? Ellis Chernoff operated at Legs and Ponta Delgado. Claire Julland. Indeed, yes it does. Takeoff speed does vary between aircraft, most definitely, and between, even within the same aircraft type, it varies as well, depending on the weight of the aircraft primarily. She's a dirty jet, look at this thing, look. God, look at this old fella, look. He's just been down the, he's been down to the matron's office, got a big plaster on his engine, look. Big heavy aeroplane, man. Amazing how many nodes and masts there are, not just on the top of the aircraft but on the belly of the jet as well. Oh, David Niche, reunited with my lost cat. Little bit confused on that one, but you do a wonderful job, David. You are a lovely person who rescues lost, well, just rescues cats from Egypt. Oh, you lovely person, you. Yeah. Well, first of all, you've got to hold him for ransom, take him home. Yeah, he's got to give. No, he's got to give the key. He's got to give the code away for the gate. You know, for the thing, and then. Dan, weight, weather, air pressure, runway length and conditions all play a role in an aircraft V's speeds. Yes, indeed, Dan. Oh, Mia, yes, thank you, David. Yes, Mia. He means Mia. Thank you, sir. And what a relief it was for everybody concerned, especially Mia. He's right, you know, weather, the weight of the aircraft, the weather, air pressure, and those are the, like, I think the QNH is one of the last numbers that's given to the pilots, isn't it? Or is it when they're at gate, the tower give them the QNH, which is the barometric pressure, I think, is it? Thank you, Pete. JJ Shop looks like, yes, we do have the Emirates jet on the push. Anthony Teal's gifted 5 channel memberships. Carly Kemp is a brand new member. Welcome, Carly. Nice to see you. Wind still north-northwest at 4 knots, slight tailwind component. Yeah. I think it's because it's such a light breeze that they're quite happy to operate in these conditions. It's when it starts getting a little bit stronger. 4 knots. I mean, you know. Nick Gray, there we go. QNH is barometric pressure. Alexandra Jones, indeed. Of course we're going to see the beautiful A380 going. Why would I? Right, I'm packing up now. Only joking. altimeter setting in the US, Nick Gray saying. QNH given on delivery clearance at the gate, I believe. Okay. Yeah, everything has to be read back, doesn't it? All instructions from the tower have to be read back, repeated back to either ground or air traffic control. David Russell. What is the open vent on the BH at the underneath of the rear door on takeoff? I think that's got something to do with pressurization. It's talking about that there. I think it's linked to pressurization. I believe it closes. I think it closes. Pub Quiz TV. Do runway inspection vehicles have specialist scanning? No, they just got the eyes, my friend. The eyes of the... it's all done by eye. Shonar, Jedlika, liking the Swiss jet. Stephen Billings, was the smoke on the A380 the first time they had to evacuate one for real if they did that? Was the smoke on the A380 the first time they had to evacuate? Which one are we talking about here? Gabriella, we will be leaving for Japan on Sunday, so no negative. There will not be a show on Sunday. However, we might do something on Saturday, but we are looking at doing a show on Friday. So we do need a little bit of a sort of like rest period before we head for Japan, and I'm sure everybody would appreciate that. I know you want to see it every day, but... Gordon Freeman's story of Robert Piche is depicted on the 2010 French-Canadian biographical drama film Piche, The Landing of a Man. Have we got an intersection, a road or anything, have we, Jelly? Yes, I felt an earthquake when I was in Japan at Narita. Last time. Felt the building sway ever so slightly. 17th Mustang. Yes, indeed, fuel balance was a massive thing for Concorde. A massive thing for the flight engineer more than anyone else. His eyes were literally glued to the fuel gauges throughout the flight. And it was his responsibility to balance the aircraft's centre of gravity, or so to the point where the attitude, the flight angle, was absolutely perfect to maintain the speed and the efficiency of the aircraft. And indeed, fuel was used to cool the cabin as the outer skin got very hot. Very true indeed. Kind of crazy. In fact, these days even, I believe that the fuel is also used to cool components, not so much I don't know how did they literally feed that fuel is the thing, you know, to cool the aircraft down. Was it I'm guessing the fuel was used for that purpose and then redirected to the engines, or what? I don't know. Andy P, good afternoon. Aero engine 767 pressurization system outflow valve. Opens fully on the ground. Oh, there we go. It is pressurization. Okay. Opens fully on the ground to equalize cabin pressure with outside pressure. It will move towards closed and be controlled by the aircraft pressure controller. Okay, so there we go. It is to do with the pressurization of the aircraft. It's not that one that we saw it with all the marks on it. Oh, 17th Mustang. The fuel in Concorde will be fed to the air conditioning system to keep that cool. Right, there we go. Wow. Almost like a coolant system, like a radiator of some sort, I'm guessing. Karina must engage in the aircraft thing to figure out what's going on. Okay. KC Rally and Planes, is it true that Concorde expanded by a couple of centimetres? More than that, mate, believe it or not. 10 inches, 8 to 10 inches. It's incredible to think of an aircraft skin or you know, obviously, you know, you can't stretch in it. I think the Concorde was a bleeding nightmare for the engineers or the maintenance teams, because she regularly needed maintenance because of those reasons, because of her stretching. So all that had to be allowed for in the design of the aircraft, which is crazy when you think about it. Oh, Steve Batty saying 4 inches. I read, didn't we agree on 8 to 10 the other day? Somebody said. Ellis Chernoff, even the 747 expands at high altitude. You can hear creaking in the cockpit. Oh my God. That's crazy. Cheryl Howard, it's stretched because of the heat that was generated by the aircraft literally flying at the speeds that it did. It expanded with heat because of the heat. Friction on the outer part of the aircraft, obviously created by the high speeds, made it expand, expanding in heat and contracting in cooler conditions. Paul MK, yes, very true. That is something that they managed to deal with, I'm guessing. There we go, it is 8 to 10, thank you. Sananda, 171 SR71 set on the ground, all fuel leaks and ready to go. It leaked like a sieve. Yes, it did. They had to put catch tanks, like they literally had to catch the fuel on the ground for the SR71. I'm guessing they siphoned it off and then reused it, maybe. Yeah, we're looking at possible high winds. Well, they are definitely forecasted for Friday morning, folks. So it's going to be a very early morning show, around about 8 o'clock. We're looking to be going live. So just be prepared for all of that. Casey rallying planes. Yeah, it is one of those fascinating numbers, you know, mathematical numbers that you can't get your head around really, because obviously, you know, if you think about an aeroplane stretching by 8 to 10 inches, you would think that there'd be gaps all over the place, you know, with the fuselage. But I think that was just all built into it. I think the internal structure was what stretched, I believe, because that is why the captain was able to, on a couple of aircraft, was able to put his captain's cap into a slot as they descended, came down from those high altitudes, and the aircraft literally shrunk inside. So it's more a lot of panelling as well. But you know, I don't know. It's one of those crazy things that you're like, how does that physically work? Because you can't literally stretch the skin of the aircraft. If you do that, then obviously, you know, you're going to have, I don't know, maybe it was. Yes, feather duster, that, yeah. How come it never made a difference in the legroom? There you go, Ty making a very valid point. The Concorde had internal tanks, actual physical tanks, like your car petrol tank, whereas the SR-71, the fuel tanks themselves were the wings were the fuel tanks. They weren't sort of like, you know, tanks, if you see what I mean. I think most of these modern jets nowadays are much like the SR-71. They don't actually have physical, I think the segments of the wings internally are fuel tanks, obviously heavily sealed and so on and so forth. Sananda, all's good. If you look at an aircraft that's been flying for a while, you'll see little ripples over the fuselage. Okay. Wow. I mean, the only time I've ever seen that is on very, very old warbirds, tail draggers, DC-3s, and other aircraft. But yeah, interesting. Maybe some of the old 707s you could see the panelling. I've seen 747s where you can see the panelling, individual panelling, but in terms of ripples, I don't know. Yeah, 17th Mustang making a point that the SR-71 flight crew wore space suits, literally, and there was one moment, I believe, that was, it's quite well known, about a crew of an SR-71 being told to shift their flight path to the left or to the right for by a mile or so, because you've got a commercial jet approaching you, and they saw this thing going past them and were like, man, that is crazy. We're sitting up here in flight suits and, you know, with oxygen and all that kind of crazy stuff, literally with space helmets on and everything, and yet there's that Concorde with everybody sitting there in the lap of luxury in lounge attire, and just, it's incredible to think of that moment that did apparently happen. Casey rallying planes. I'll have to quiz my cousin, who is an ex-BA engineer, when I see him next. The trouble is that a lot of the times guys don't know, do they? They're sort of like... Steve Batty, yeah, I would imagine that the carbon aircraft would not stretch. I wouldn't have thought so anyway. And it has a lot more capability of flexibility, should I say? Has a lot more flexibility than an alloy frame. Okay, flexible joints, Cheryl Howard. Heat-resistant materials and special paint. I thought you meant special paint from Google, but no, Cheryl, thank you. Interesting. Using flexible joints. It's got a replacement window frame. Oh, look at this. Running the Pratt & Whitney engines. Well, not Pratt & Whitney altogether, but General Alliance. The Alliance General Electric Pratt & Whitney GPW 7200 engines. Dave, I think it's not so much a patch-up job. I think it's more a case of the window frame has gone in there, and of course the window frame doesn't come pre-painted. They'll need to wait till this aircraft goes into maintenance before they can paint that framework. They haven't just put, gaffer tape around it. Ooh, wow. Big, warm breeze from those engines, man. With a slight tinge of smell of, oh yeah, here comes Egypt Air's 787. Nice smell of Jet A1. Oh, Mark Lowe from Heathrow Runways. Okay, interesting. We plan to change to westerly operations at 3 o'clock, Jilly. Landing on the northern 27 right, taking off from the southern. That's all right, that's all right. Well, that'll be all right, because they'll come straight at us then, won't they? Yeah, I know. I was wondering what the hell that was all about. John Grinham. I have 13 days on my gift membership, so I can watch Japan. Yippee, there we go. Casey rallying planes, he could hear the blast there. Awesome, mate. Well, we do have a microphone down there, so you may be just getting a little bit of extra engine noise. Andy P, you could hear that. Wow. Heard the jet blast. Okay, so maybe it was the jet blast noise that you heard. Okay, I've got you. Yeah, I've got you. Right. Jez White, thank you. Runway operations changing. Here come those blokes again, I think. Maybe not. Cheryl Howard, anyone know where I can get hold of a Pratt & Whitney engine? There's a fat one on converted to a barbecue onto it. Blimey. It's a big barbecue, flipping heck. What's that, GP? Every time Concorde reached cruise speed and was handled in the design, interior fixings were fixed in one place or had slide fixings to the fuselage. There we go. Wow. That is incredible. That is amazing, man. And I've been living in Staines for over 10 years, and I didn't know that Mike Bannister, the Concorde captain, lived literally. I could stand outside my house and go, "Mike, good morning," and he would hear me. He's that close to my house. Insane. I don't know. Yeah, I'm sure. No, it's just some maintenance crews up here that are doing some grass cutting here this morning. So we're I don't know. Tim Johnson tuning in from Yorkshire. Hey up. Yes, he actually pasted it. Looks like he pasted it. From Heathrow runways. Digital David, it will be 27 left departures. Yes. So at 3 o'clock in 40 minutes, folks, they're going to be coming hurtling towards us. Fancy a bit of that? No! Paul Skilling found out yesterday my Big Jet Pinky shirt was lost in transit. Shipped on the 20th December. Okay, when you say you can reorder it, that means that you've had a refund? Lost in transit. Dear. I'm assuming that that's a notification from them, is it? And therefore you've been given a free order or something. Alex Jones has got the Singapore Slinger die-cast model sat in front of him by the telly. Claret and Stew is a returning member. Welcome back, Clarence Stew. It's a rare jet. Normally see. What's that? Oh yeah, sometimes with the wind. That's hilarious, man. And during the summer as well, you hear the woo, woo. Passengers at platform 3. Aaron Thomas, they are changing. They are switching to 2-7 operations. Daniel Pearson, space shuttle re-entry speed. Oh, it's just insane. Absolutely insane. Dynamics. Ordering. When's she go? Oh, by the way, after today, Jilly, when we pack up, Hiroki is going to be. So I said we go and meet him there. Nah. We'll go straight there, mate. Yeah, because otherwise that'll be another 20 minutes on the journey, and you know. No. Paul Skilling, I can reorder it at shipping, but will be no extra cost. Good to hear that, Paul. You'll probably find it'll arrive in like 5 days now. I guarantee. I can almost guarantee it. Where's he going? Yeah, so folks, for you unfamiliar with runway operations in general around the world, runway operations will all be based on wind direction. Currently, the winds are sort of like a northeasterly, but switching to a northwesterly. So this is runway 09, and the 09 refers to the compass heading 090, and the opposite direction, literally switching it round, is 270. So they will be landing on runway taking off from runway 27 left, and of course there is the northern runway 27 right, where they will be arriving. Currently they are on 09 operations. During 09 operations, there is never a runway switch. Well, not at the moment anyway. Trev Lyon, no, negative. There will not be another runway at okay. Right. What, the media department or Virgin Atlantic? Virgin Atlantic. Okay. Saying what? Oh, it's a shame. Another one. .20 in the morning, Jilly. We could come up here and do it, couldn't we? Yeah, we could do that for them. Just buzz him an email back saying we'll look into this. Yeah. Oh, it's a woman, is it? Okay. Yeah. We need as much information as possible, and that is based on them being on 27s, Jilly. If they must be on 27s, and that would mean, would that mean, oh damn it, that would be departures out of the southern, wouldn't it? Mind you, if they're on, no. Oh, 3 o'clock, no, it would be departures out of the northern. Yes. I was actually looking at the Comet yesterday. Did a little bit sort of like closer scrutineering. It was actually Shay Oakley again on LinkedIn who sent me who posted a beautiful example of a Comet 4C. I think it was here at Heathrow, and it was North African or something like Airlines or something. And it was an absolutely beautiful example, but the windows were far lower on the Comet, although it does have a bit of a Comet look about it. James Beatwell, thanks mate. Look at that flex, ladies and gentlemen. If you're watching that and thinking, wow, those wings really bend. Well, look at the wing before it takes off. See how it does have an angle, a natural angle to it. All wings generally do. I think it's what is it, the dihedral or anhedral? I never think it's anhedral, isn't it, these wings? Anhedral type. Even the Boeing 777, even actually in fact the Boeing 777, more so than a lot of other aircraft, has a very flexible wing. You'll see it start to flex as it gains speed, but as at the point of rotate, watch this. Watch the wings really reach up. Here we go. Look at that. Almost turns into a Dreamliner wing, but that's an alloy wing that you're looking at there. This is a carbon wing. Now look, she's quite, I wouldn't say flat, but sort of like follows the same angle as the inboard section of the wing. If you split this wing into two segments, see where the engine pylon is there. That point outboard of the engine pylon is the part that flexes the most. So watch this. Almost on the negative at the moment. So as they gain speed, takeoff thrust set, 60 knots. Now watch the wings slowly start to flex up as it gathers speed. Remember what you've seen just now, here it goes, it's starting to really flex now. Now you watch when this thing, now they're really flexing. Now watch on the rotate. She'll take a lot of runway, but that's the way the aircraft is designed. And look at that, now she's fully flexed. Beautiful, man. Oh, yeah, here we go. Here we go. Put your masks on, folks. Put your masks on. Anhedral is downward angle. Okay, this anhedral, so it's dihedral, yes. My apologies. So it's dihedral, the lower wing. Anhedral is the upper wing, like the AN124, AN225, Galaxy, C5 Galaxy, Hercules, KC145. The C17, the A400M, etc., etc. And ATR. The ATR is an anhedral, isn't it? Okay, Karina, off to San Francisco. These are very old Pratt & Whitney PW4000 engines, folks. So they've got a lot of build-up in the. Here we go. Watch. Quite as bad as the one before, got to be said. "26 years old. Morgan loving the wing flex. Because basically the strongest component is around that, obviously around the I mean, obviously I say the strongest component, but the wing root itself is a very strong component of the aircraft, where the wing is attached to the fuselage, and that inboard section is all kind of one piece up to the engine pylons, and then outboard of that is the reason why it flexes so much, because oh hello, nice. Tapare, great and amazing sound from those engines. Good that you're picking that up, folks, because I do have a second mic which is located about 120 yards to my right, but more so pointed at the aeroplanes as they turn on. Oh. Oh no! The mask is just a joke, because I said put your masks on because of the smoke of the engines on the Pratt & Whitney engines. Apologies if I've confused a few people. Oh my God! Not again! Speedbird Jazz gifted a channel membership. Thank you, Speedbird Jazz. See how low she is to the ground, man. Lining up. Oh, did it? What, you heard the flutter of the wings? Oh, that's hilarious, man. '17th Mustang. Anyone know an example of an external combustion engine? External combustion engine. Don't know. One without a skin. Yeah. Come on in, big lad. Roll it up to the line. Big old hot rod, look. 200 metres. Yeah. That's quite a long way, man. It's about 400 yards, isn't it? No, it's not. 218 yards, right. You see, if it wasn't for the trees on my right, Jimmy, I'd have a clearer shot. I'm only using half of it, and I can't get over the other side, you see. Hot rod. See, I think these are CF6s that she's using. unless she's got very dirty fan casings. A steam engine is an external combustion engine. Okay. Although the combustion goes on inside a tank, doesn't it? Or inside the combustion, you know, the pumps. Steve Batty 757. Oh no, Steve. No, it wasn't, and no, it isn't. Not for me. The thing is that this aircraft, look at the rake on it. It's literally higher at the back than it is at the front. 330 is more so, it has to be said. But the 767, for me, she just looks like she's got a very, mind you, it must be an optical illusion because that's absolutely dead level there. Unless there's a bit of an incline on the runway entry point. Big old lump coming out, look. Oh, that might be a good thumbnail GP. Where the 767 is just moving into position, yeah. And you see the 380 in the distance. Lovely old airframe, man. Oh, she's beautiful. Oh, they're Pratt & Whitneys, are they? Right, okay, they are Pratt & Whitneys. I think it's the CF6s that they run on the A330s. Okay, 17th Mustang in the steam engine. The combustion happens in the smoke box. Then the hot steam goes to the pistons. Indeed, there we go, the pistons, rather than the combustion happening in the pistons. In the pistons. In the beautiful. Painted belly gives an illusion, maybe. Illusion. Could it be that? It's just an illusion. What's that? What's that say? Oh, really? That's that is absolutely hilarious. Taparay, wonderful sound. Sananda, if I fly, it's on Delta or Alaska. Okay. Really? No! Cheryl Howard, are there any piston-engined aircraft? Yes, Cheryl. Many, 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 and we've seen them. We've seen them at Anchorage, haven't we? And the DC-6, remember? And the DC-3. The old rotary engines. They're piston engines, albeit on a rotary system rather than a V or a straight. LL787 on intersect, Stephen H saying. Think that might be, that LL jet might be actually crossing the active runway to come out rather than intersect, but it may intersect from down there. Haven't seen many of the heavies intersect from down there. I think the reason is because there's a little bit of a tailwind element at the moment, maybe a sort of like a 2 or 3 or even 4 knot tailwind at the moment, so you don't want to be intersecting because you're going to need a lot of runway, or you need to maximize the runway option that you've got. So this guy's just going to intersect the runway now. Harmick Voscanian is returning. Welcome back, Harmick. Craig Whitmore, the best spool up sounds are the GE90s and the Leaps. Oh, okay. Oh, he is intersecting, blimey. Fair play. And it's a Dreamliner. He's been on a long stroll in the desert. Fair play, mate. She's up. Yes. Ty, he's talking to Ellis basically here. You must have said the captain, the cat captain Steve, the cat captain Steve on YouTube. What's that all about, GP? Cat captain Steve says his 777, obviously, can run on 6 types of jet fuel. Well, to be honest with you, I did hear from someone that these aircraft can literally run on anything, just so long as it has the she's got the Pratt & Whitney engines, GPWs, sorry. Chirping bird. Listening more than watching. Chirping bird, that's absolutely fine. Yes, Ellis, they could run on gin. They literally could. Jet A, Jet A1, Jet B, Jet P8, Jet P5 and HVO. Okay, there we go. Well, Mike Donaldson giving us some very interesting technical information there on the types of fuel. But don't forget, so many wheels on this whale MZ London, yes indeed. 21 I think it is, isn't it? 3, 6, 9, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22 wheels, including the front set. 35 tons. Of course, you've got to remember the kerosene element is an additive with the jet fuel. Now, you know, I guess the kerosene volume is depicted by the type of jet fuel it is, which, you know, powers different types of jets, like, for example, piston engines. Mind you, the piston engines, oh, for God's sake, piston engines will be normal fuel, believe it or not, but even though saying that, it will be not your sort of like pump fuel, it will have some additives in it. It's normally about 65% gasoline, 35% kerosene that we're looking at on here, and that's that sweet smell that you get from these jets sometimes wafting across an airfield as they start engines, or you know, it's mainly when the engines are running or shut down maybe, but you know, the smell of an airfield. Has that lovely kerosene. Big input of rudder there. But that's not rudder, so to speak, folks. That's the wheel turning at the front, believe it or not, under 60 knots. So as soon as the aircraft becomes reliant on the airflow, now the undercarriage, the front steering, will lock into position, and the rudder is what's now used to steer the aircraft after about 60 knots. But that initial input of rudder, which looks like a big, but it is actually the front wheel steering that is actually being affected there. Oh, that's right, yeah. It's a lovely jet, folks, lovely old jet with the Trent 700s on her. Oh, look, she's got a visible, you can clearly see the, wow, that's interesting, isn't it? There's some kind of new sleeve there. I don't know if some operators run cooling fans on the brakes, on the wheels, and sometimes you might lease an aircraft that the original operator had those as an option. I think they're an optional extra, literally, mainly for aircraft that are on quick turnarounds, so that they can cool the brakes quickly, because there is a minimum temperature that you're allowed to fly an airplane, or one of these airplanes anyway. There's a minimum temperature or a maximum temperature that you're allowed you can take off with, because you need full braking power in the case of a rejected takeoff. So you need to be reliant on 100% braking potential. J-Mank, nice brace of 700s, yeah. 10 minutes, folks. 10 minutes remaining before departures will start on this runway coming towards us. I need to change my position as well. Yeah, as much information as possible, Jilly. Flight history, who he cut his teeth with. Yeah, okay. Yeah, all crew names if they like, and such a shame we can't. Liberator 74, nice sound on these, awesome. Well, glad you can hear it. Liberator, great aircraft. Love the rumble, Barbara Siegel. Giannis Urigas, give us some sound. Only when it's relative. Jez White, Slinger coming in, 09 left. He did then, Jez, I think. Speedbird Jazz. Sananda, when no wings change. Yes, Thai stuff is pretty strong. Toulouse, Lautrec used to mix half absinthe and half cognac. He called it cocktail de tremblement. Earthquake cocktail, blimey. Yeah. Flipping heck. The moment arm they use in weight calculations, which gives the centre of gravity and centre of pressure calculations. Yeah, and again, all those weights and balances are based off of an average weight per person. We don't want to get into all of that. But, 380. God. Really? Oh, he's Oh, that's hilarious. That's really funny, man. I don't know as Eurowings, somebody mentioning earlier on that saying that Eurowings are going to go all Boeing. I don't think they are, because they've just had some recent, you know, Neo deliveries, one of these being this one here. So I don't, I know they've just put an order in for 40 MAX aircraft, which deliveries will start in 2027. Of course, bear in mind, Julie, I've got to move as well for departures. To be honest with you, I want Avro Arrow, thanks mates, gifted 5 channel memberships, very kind of you, Avro. Oh, Steve Batty, they may transfer the Neos to Lufthansa. Oh, so they are going all Boeing then. Wow, okay. Is that so, Matt? There's a Eurowings pilot that records all his flights and uploads them to YouTube. Interesting. Nick Gray has gifted 5 channel memberships. Thanks, Nick. These can be quite smoky, these older XWBs, you know. They're quite notorious. Watch the left engine. See if we can see some black, sooty smoke coming out. Aaron Thomas, BA768 to Oslo, looks like it's going to be the first to depart. 27 left. Can see them making their way up there. Watch the left engine. It'll be very brief. There it is, there it is. There it is, wow, look at that. Flipping heck. Alan Jux, yes, if you just joined us, they are now switching. Right now, they're going to do the switch. That's the last 09 departure. Now they're going to be switching to 27 operations. Just about see Concorde down there in the distance. Right, I need to move. Bear with me whilst I... Okay, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. Let's just do this, shall we? Okay, let's see if this works any better while we're doing this. And I need to figure out my position as well. That's hilarious. There we go. Okay. Okay, so this is the directional mic, folks. Oh, on it. Okay, so this is the directional mic. I'm going to head off over there, just as it turns the corner, because obviously the other mic, in order for it to work, needs to be within viewing distance. Now, in terms of the departures and the rotate, I'm wondering if here would probably be the best position. Okay, so we don't really need this mic down here anymore, do we? Because can you hear me, Chilly? No, on the thing. Oh yeah, there we go. Can you see me? Okay, let's just do a little test. No, I'll do the trip. No. Yeah, hold on. So this is where the other mic is. Check. Is it? That's not very good, because that's actually I could go as far as down there, mate. Oh. Okay, so I've just got this one on now. What's it like now? Oh no, that's getting burbly, isn't it? Yeah, that's not. Yeah, that's not brilliant. Yeah, it's getting a bit. Right, let's move the camera. Gloves are on. It's a big one. It's a big one. Missed who? Oh my God, was that his plane going out? No! So we heard it. Oh. After all that. Did he? What's so funny? Did he send you an email, Jilly? Oh my God! Please tell him was. Oh no! Oh. Oh, that is terrible, mate. Okay, we're going to be moving now, folks. Oh my God. Chilly. Well, did someone just say on there you missed him or something? Yeah, what a shame, man. Okay. Oh God. Did he pay? Was he a member? Did he become a member just for that? Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Okay, here we go, folks. Yeah, not too keen on that bleeding, that razor wire there, man. It's at a very sort of like high point there. Can I get any higher than that? Let's just have a look, see if I can get any higher. And it might. See, there is a dip in the wire there. There is a dip in the wire there, which is why I... Why, eh? Yeah, see, that's the trouble. It's focusing on that flipping post there. There's two layers of that fence line there, that internal fence line there, and this razor wire, whereas down here, that internal fence line is a lot lower. So I might have to, let me just have a little walk up here. Yeah. Don't blame it on the sunshine, but don't blame it on the moonlight. Don't blame it on the good times, blame it on the Jilly. I just can't, I can't. Naughty hell, man. I'm almost going back to where I was, for crying out loud. Oh, it's just the... It's only about 6 feet from where I was. I just can't. Okay, right. Let's see what this is like. What's going on? A bit higher. Gotta be out of here, really, Jilly. Sorry folks, just getting this right. Stand by. It is actually quite a bit further down here. Is it here? I think it's here. I do need to do is make an adjustment. This, because my crank angle needs to go up. Stand by, stand by, stand by. Because I need it when they go up. Okay, let's try this. This guy's rolling, isn't he? Okay. Sunshine, moonlight, good times, Jilly. Oh, look at this, folks. Look at this. Oh man, this is great, mate. I forgot how good this is. No, oh, wow, man. This is an A330-9, isn't it? This is an A330-9, I think. Yeah, Virgin 339. Look at the speed they're hurtling towards us, man. Brake dust. Big, long. Is ARD still on the? Is ARD still on the? Shishing, swishing. She ain't got no winglets. And yet when you look at it from the sticker place down the road, they look like they're flipping hurtling out. And here they look like they're just like, mind you, it's the length of the takeoff roll, isn't it, really, that does it. Yeah, a few people just tuning in. And being witness to this amazing location that we're at. She's struggling a little bit here. I think I might put her on manual. Oh, Look at this, mate. Watch how quick the 777 goes up the gear compared to the 330. Oh, listen to this. Yeah, that's why when I go overseas, folks, I'm not just happy to just go to, you know, I'm always on the hunt for the ultimate position. Like when we were in Chicago, driving out to that far off location on top of the hill and almost killing myself walking up that bleeding hill. Oh my God, I can't believe we missed that bloke, Jimmy. He's going to be gutted. He's going to be absolutely... Well, we heard him. Piano Fly's got the speakers on full blast. Richard loving the sound. Like the gear up shot from this position. Elliot Reed saying, Sue Cruz, Sue M. It's worth the trip. Shots are amazing, yes. JP Krause, roar them engines. Oh, I'm glad you're enjoying it, folks. But I'm glad as well. Oh, CPR, got it. Thanks, mate. Jim K, nothing like the 777 sound. Oh, yeah. And you see why I prefer it in these conditions, a lot cooler conditions, folks. Even on a day like today where the temperature's like 4 or 5 degrees, we're still getting a certain amount of heat haze from the tarmac. Let's try. What I'm going to do, folks, is I'm just going to put myself on here. Going to zoom a little bit here. I want to get this. Nope, that's the wrong way. Oh, it just went through it there, didn't it? There we go. There we go. How's that looking? I think those fellas are coming back down in their grass cutting. Oh, right, wow. Aviation addict. I go to Memphis a couple of times a year for work. That area around the airport is just so dodgy around Memphis. I know what you're talking about, mate. Oh, here come the boys. Look, hold on a minute. Stand by. Stand by, folks. Wait a minute. Thanks, fellas. On YouTube. Yeah. No, it's Big Jet TV on YouTube. Yeah. So you're on there now, live. All right, fellas. Cheers, mate. See ya. He's got his little bit of don't worry, we've already been through that whole Memphis thing. Oh, is that 380 coming out or is she being towed? Is that 380 coming out? I don't know, let's have a look, see if her slats are... Oh yes, she is. She is. Yeah, GP. Oh. Just see if how long Kanamori can, or Hiraki can hang around for. Oh, okay. Okay, but I believe that he's going to be there from 4 to 4:30. So, yeah, I know. But if we can get up there can he wait, is what I want you to ask Jordan. Can he wait? Can he wait until... I don't think he's there yet. I think he's coming up at 4 o'clock until 4:30. He's there for half an hour or something, isn't he? Kanamori. Qatar trip. Yeah, stop standing now, thanks, Red Ripper. Yeah, nice 330 CEO sitting there to come. Delta. Yellow warning for strong wind starting tomorrow at 7 o'clock. And Martin Smith even stronger Friday. Yeah, we're going Friday, Martin. We're basing our and it's got a name as well, hasn't it? Airwin or something. Airwin, Airhog, Airwig, Iowin. I owe him, but I don't know her. I'll get me code. Liberator 74, like the takeoff sounds from this position. Brilliant! Well, we can do the paddock on flip side, you know. It is possible to do the paddock. There we go. Come on, son. 120 knots. Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. Can we finish here at 4? Yeah. I finish. You risk it. You risk it to get down there so that this slow lumbering gear retraction. Nice bit of brake dust there. the treads. Sorry, folks. Bit of a sloppy transition there. I just didn't. When I'm filming from positions like this, I need to remember when the aircraft's rolling to make sure, see what's lining up behind it. This is interesting. He's gone intersect this Qatar jet. This could be long, folks. Watch the front lights go out on the front gear as they select gear up. Here we go. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Dreamliner. Now watch the wings flex, already starting to bend and bow in the airflow. Look at this. And when she rotates, that's when they flex at the maximum. Well, actually, not really, because she's still got a couple of more 100 knots to get up to speed, but isn't that beautiful, man? Stephen H. BA380 LAX bound on its way. That's what we caught just now. We've got Malaysia's 350. Is she going out? I don't know. She doesn't look like she's got flaps. I think she's just come in possibly. And she's going to gate. 767 after the 777. Nice, here we go. She might go up early though, man. Lovely old 767. Nigel Armstrong. The reason I say it's going to be long is because he intersected, so he's going to use more of the runway down this way, if you know what I mean. But potentially not. He may still rotate at the same point that he was expecting to. It's all about, you know, the V speed that they pre-log in, lock into the aircraft's computers. Smoke that number one. Well, both of them actually. Look at that. Let me Miss Money Pudding. Welcome to first class. Well, of course, Miss Money Pudding. Oh, there's your 380, folks. Yeah, Malaysians just come in. Susan Elizabeth saying thank you for moving position. Well, I've only moved this far, Susan. There's my old position, and there's my little pulley thing, which is slowly collapsing and bolts missing out of it. I need to get a new one, I think. 31 years seems so young compared with the 70-year-old DC-6 in Anchorage, yeah. But then again, yeah, 30 years, wasn't it, with, I think it was 1995, the first 777. Then the 200, that is, 1994, it's a very quick turnaround in terms of from the prototype stage and through the flight testing and subsequent certification process on the 777. Unbelievably quick. Like, we're talking about 2 years or something crazy like that. Obviously the aircraft didn't come that quickly, but the 777 was the first aircraft to be designed by Boeing by computers, or CAD, computer aided design, as it's known. Yeah. Wagon maintenance. Thank you, Jonathan. Thank you, Karina. Sound is great. Brilliant. Lovely screen. Thank you, everybody. Wagon D check. Live on the Friday night show. No. No one will ever forget the great DC-6 in Anchorage. Oh, look at that shot there. Look at that shot there, folks. Is it when you rue the day, does that mean you fear the day? Is that what that is? But basically I fear the day that I get to Anchorage, and mind you, we'll know long before we get there, won't we, that she's been taken out of service. Oh, okay, well then that's not the right saying then, is it? Oh, he's going out on it. He's on the same aircraft, but it's going out later. Right, I've got you, yeah. Here we go, folks. Paul Stratton, welcome as a Big Jet TV member. Craig Whitmore, yes indeed. Oh, don't let a Boeing person hear you say 777-neo. look at the outboard ailerons, folks. Probably won't see a lot of movement out of them, just because the conditions are so calm. Oh, she's beautiful, eh? Alexis has gifted a channel membership. Thank you, Alexis. Very, very kind. Well, folks, what we've got, 33. Okay, so GP, you kind of want to, yeah, you want to set off now. Are you able to sort of like, let me go and get... The old fella there. He's got a couple of bolts missing, and yeah, I think I don't know if it can be fixed, but anyway, we'll see. Jersey Print's going to watch later on. Thank you, Jersey Print. If you're just joining us, folks, you're seeing departures out of runway 27 left. Earlier in the show today, we were here originally, the aircraft were going out away from us on runway 09 operations. Obviously, the wind has now changed to a westerly as opposed to an easterly. LMM, this spot is definitely a great departure view, yes. Trevline, nearly a Wickers world shot. Tapper over. Boeing 777X is not flying yet. Oh yeah, not flying commercially, that's right, yeah. She was only, believe it or not, the 777X was only 6 months into her testing program before they had those issues with the thrust links on the engines. Which they had to change all of the thrust link components, they said. So components of a thrust link. So maybe just the brackets themselves needed all the fixings potentially. But they did fail, and they've obviously addressed that problem. And let's face it, folks, give Boeing a bit of a break. They have, after all, even though they've reverse engine, well, not they've re-engineered the 777-300. They really have, in effect, created a completely new aeroplane, even though it's similar to the 777. But next time you look at it, look at the wing on it. It's very much like the Dreamliner wing, and also look at the engines on it, because the engines are very much like the Gen X engines. They are a General Electric power plant. But they are the GE9X, basically a GE9X Dreamliner engine on steroids. Yes, Gordon. Yes, Gordon. I will look at those fixings, but I think a couple of them may be a riveted fixing or small screws, but we'll see. I do see a couple of nylock nuts on it, to be honest with you. So, you know, I just need a nice, a better day, basically, not freezing cold weather, because unless I take it indoors and do it. But anyway, there we go. Sue's gonna miss Friday shows. Oh, going to be helping to feed deer. Oh, good for you, Sue. Lovely thing to do, so that's wonderful. Rick Ends. Interesting. Kevin George, CW Gerald, do you think thrust-link issue may or redesign or material or both, Jim K? Well, that's a good question. I would imagine that the material that they've used, but I think is fine, because I think they're titanium, the thrust links. I think they're manufactured in a titanium. Whether the a titanium alloy, but in terms of the joints, I'm not absolutely sure. Nice American 777-300, I think. What? Cellini, really enjoying the stream. Thank you, Anth. Now, as you drive on, come on, then. Are you going to be going past? Yes, on Beaudbury, yes. MBR rider. Yes, indeed, if only all of those 3 aircraft were about to take off. Too right, mate. Steve Batty. Take care, mate. Thank you, Steve. Wolverstream. Overstream. Yeah, it is. It's over the stream. I would have had some kind of a like speedboat. Tony Rivers just realised he's on a 7-minute delay. Wow, look at this. Yeah. $120, $130, $140 knots, something like that. Oh, yeah. Doppler effect is just awesome, isn't it? Airbus! Greetings, Big Jet TVers. So enjoy a cup of coffee and the sights and sounds of Heathrow before getting down to business. Well, I'm afraid that we're not going to be here for very much longer, Airbus. Just because I have to meet with Captain Kanamori. It's my only opportunity to do so. It's a big drifting. Drifting. Where's he at? Wow. 350. Took a bit of a drifty line there. Still doing it, look. Got a bit of a little bit of a oh. Okay, GP, it's going to be after the Emirates then. Okay, let's do it through to the Emirates, folks. Got a bit of a drift on there, man. Northwesterly. Great shot in it when they're hurtling towards you, man. Raptrex, thank you. Off to Accra. He's just pushed back. Oh, really, man? Okay, all right. Oh. Okay, folks. Oh, I've got to go, man. Yeah, we might be maybe live tomorrow. We definitely will be live Friday, and of course, you know, and Saturday even as well. We're looking at a potential Virgin pilot retirement flight, so we're going to be doing that for Virgin. So. Please forgive me. One more, Jilly, can I? One more? Oh, supposed to be packing up. Okay. Yeah, please, can we just have one more minute? Okay, one more and then you're coming for your dinner. Yeah. Come on, BA, make it nice and loud, son. Nice and loud. He hails from Staines with a passion for planes. Brilliant. Right, folks, possibly see you tomorrow. More likely Friday morning for the windy arrivals. Easy. And then Saturday for a retirement show with Virgin Atlantic. So stay tuned and download the app and subscribe to the channel. If you're a new subscriber, put the notifications on. See you later. I've got to go.